Hey, welcome to a new episode of the Mindset Up podcast. In these solo episodes, I'll be sharing more about my entrepreneurial journey, the good, the bad, and the ugly. In this episode, I will discuss the harshness of business, why I only like to look at myself in the mirror when I'm exercising a lot, and some insights that I get from the book Letters of a Stoic. So, first of all, the harshness of business. I make it sound so dramatic. It's not that hard. I'm still fucking privileged as fuck. But I'm having quite a hard time, if I'm honest, about finding new and better clients. Why do I want to find better clients? Well, pretty easy to say. My current clients are one hell of the pain in the asses. So, first of all, I have a client. Yeah, it's not a client anymore, but she still owes me quite a lot of money, refusing to pay. So that's another story that makes me really frustrated, but I've handed it over to, I don't know how you call it in English, but like an incasso bureau, something that takes care of that, and to make sure that they pay. And then secondly, I have another client who is super demanding, but they are not really respectful of the work I'm doing, as in they find it really hard to not discuss an invoice after the services has been done, after they asked for it. So that's really sucky. And this made me realize like, okay, damn, I'm not servicing the clients I want to service. So a little bit of background information. I run a one-man band marketing agency where I help online coaches grow and scale using paid ads and funnels. And previously, for these awful clients, let me call them like they are, I'm only doing lead generation. So I'm putting on Facebook ads, get them to a landing page where the potential customer leaves their data. I call them, I book them in the calendar of my client. They do the sales meeting, they become a client, blah, 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 blah. That was the previous strategy. The results were okay. The results are good. The costs per meeting are really low. The amount of meetings booked for the ad spend they have is really great. So I can't complain about the results. The only thing I'm complaining about is the customers that I'm servicing. So that's something that has to change and made me think like, okay, who is a better customer? Obviously, somebody who has a whole lot more money. You have the saying of somebody who pays a $500 per month service complains about every cent, and somebody who pays for a 10K per month service, you don't hear from them at all. So that's something that I can tell you from my own experience is the absolute truth. That's why I'm looking to work with better paying people, people with more cash, people who really want to grow and scale. And the only issue is that finding these business owners is pretty hard. So doing outreaches, doing what I can to get new clients, I only have to be a little bit more patient. And this gave me the feeling of, okay, I'm not doing enough. I was ready with my to-dos, and at the end of the day, I had something like, damn, I'm not doing enough. And I asked myself, okay, where is this really coming from? And it's not that I don't reach out to people. It's not that I don't do other stuff. Like I'm still servicing clients. I'm still doing this, doing that. So if you look at a wider scale, I'm definitely doing enough. But the issue is what I was doing, the quality was off. So, for example, why I had this feeling of constantly not doing enough was the issue. Okay, I was reaching out to people, but the reply rate isn't high enough. So, I was putting all this effort in, but they weren't responding. And this gave me the feeling like, okay, damn, I have to contact more people. I have to do more. I have to do more. And in a sense, that's true, but you have to make sure that the quality is good. So I had this feeling and I was like, damn, okay, I have two options right now. I can be a silly, whiny ass, which I'm often, or I can think about it. I can ask myself, okay, where is this coming from? What's the root issue? And what can I do to make this situation better? So, if that's something that you can take away from this, I grabbed my notebook. I just started writing, like, okay, this is the issue I'm facing. This is how I'm feeling. And then when I got it on paper, it was super way more abstractical of, okay, this is the issue that I have to fix. So it's not some blurry thing in my mind anymore. No, it's on paper. So then the next step was to, okay, this is the issue that I have to fix. These are the steps that I can take to get a higher reply rate. And these are the things I'm now implementing. It's too soon to say that they've worked. That will be for the upcoming episodes, but I'm pretty proud of the fact that I didn't start to whine or just in Dutch you have a saying of bij de pakken blijven zitten, meaning you just don't do nothing and only complain. And I'm proud that I didn't do that. But that was a struggle, a challenge that I'm currently facing in my business. But luckily enough, life isn't all about business, except in my life, it's not. If that's your life, that's totally fine. But I still do other things. I like to go to the gym, I like to run. And these are two things that are currently going very great, which I'm really happy about. And it's not the fact that I'm a super lean dude. Not at all. I like to eat burgers, I like to eat fries, I like to eat pizza. But the moments before I started heavily going to the gym, running, I didn't like to look in the mirror. I was like, oof, I'm not fat. I know that. I can't complain about my body. I'm healthy, I'm young. But I felt like, okay, this isn't great, It was not something that I got happy about. And going to the gym, not saying that there's a super big difference, but only the feeling of working on it and looking in the mirror and be like, damn, you're working on it. It gives you a whole other dimension of the way you look at yourself. So I would highly encourage you, if you're not super happy where you are right now or at what you're doing or how you look, just take the actions, take small little actions and look at yourself and be content, be proud of the progress that you're making. That's something I really like it the most about fitness and about running. Just looking in the mirror and being like, okay, I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm getting there, I'm making progress. And often there's not a single difference between yesterday and today, but I don't know, my mind makes it up and says like, damn, you're fucking Chris Bumstead right now or whoever. So there was something I wanted to share. And then lastly, I'm currently reading Letters from a Stoic. I'm not super far in it. I'm like at page 42. So I didn't move mountains yet, but I had some insights from it, from two particular chapters. The one was about growing older, and I know it's going to sound ridiculous, but I'm only 25 years old. I was afraid of getting older because it was my birthday a week ago, and I had something in the weeks before my birthday like, damn, where am I at 25? Not far, but I'm way further than I was at 20. But if you would ask myself at 20 years old, okay, where do you want to be in 5 years? I would say it was pretty much at this point living abroad, having a nice girlfriend, working for myself. The only key part that's missing, the key ingredient that's missing that made me real insecure is the fact, and I know it's gonna sound so ridiculous, but it's the fact that I'm not a millionaire yet. At 20, I said, okay, at 21, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Then I'm 21, I wasn't a millionaire. Then you change the goal. And at this point, I'm still not a millionaire. I'm pretty far off it. Um, and that made me a little bit insecure. And I read this book, and there's a chapter about getting older. I'm getting to my point. And he said that, okay, you're getting older. There's nothing you can do about it. But just when you lay in bed, think to yourself, okay, if I don't wake up, it doesn't matter. And if I wake up, I have another day to live my best life. And that was something I really liked because it was pretty relatable for me at this point in time. And I know I'm still fucking young, I'm 25, but it was relatable. Another insight that I got from the book was the fact that we live in a world where social media is super huge. We all have these influencers telling us to do this, to do that, to not do this, to not do that. And it can be a little much sometimes. I speak from experience. I used to follow everybody who said something about business. I was like, damn, he made millions. I got to follow his advice. And in some essence, that's true, but you can't listen to everybody. And that's something that he also says in the book, like, okay, don't learn from anybody or from everyone. Learn from one single person and learn everything. Study them from A to Z. And that's something that I would like to introduce in my life as well. Don't read 37 books of 37 different authors and do actually fucking nothing with it. But just study one person, study one type of influencer. Don't listen to the rest because at some point they're all speaking against each other. So person A gives advice of do this, person B gives advice of whoa, 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 definitely don't do that. So you're in this mind trap of like, fuck, what do I have to do right now? And I think for myself that if I choose consciously, like, okay, I'm only going to follow what this person says, that will help me with my insecurities of, okay, this person says that, this person says that, what the fuck am I going to do now? Whose advice am I going to follow? So those are two insights that I can give you from the book Letters from a Stoic. And I really hope that you like this episode. I know it's all over the place. I know that my English has grammarly mistakes, but frankly, I don't give a fuck. And if you like these all over the place episodes where I'm brutally honest about how life's going, make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on your favorite podcast streaming channel. And then I wish you an amazing day. Ciao.